to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100-plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100-plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500-plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100-plus authorized training partners and 50-plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000-plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices. Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100-plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100-plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500-plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100-plus authorized training partners and 50-plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000-plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices. Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100 plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100 plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500 plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100 plus authorized training partners and 50 plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000 plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices.
Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon and good evening wherever you are joining from. This is Preetham, the moderator of this session. If you need any assistance during the session, feel free to reach out to me. So I'll be quickly sharing my screen and so we can start with the session. Here we go. I hope you all can see my screen, and thank you so much for joining today's session. A warm welcome to you all to Global Skill Development Council GSDC Studio AI Implementation Series. So as you all know that we had incredible panel of speaker AI expert aligned for this entire series, which is started from 18 August onwards with the time slot that is 7:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Singapore, 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So please do join us for all the remaining sessions as well. So before I could hand over the session to our speaker today, would love to quickly introduce our hosting organization, GSDC. We're known as Global Skill Development Council. We are vendor agnostic, vendor neutral, and we are globally recognized certification body. We do have 100 plus authorized training partner with us, and we are accredited by ABICB and supported by World Press Hub, which is our official media partner who covers all our events and press releases. And a very proud thing to inform you all that we do have 100 plus certification portfolio with us, and we have certified more than 250,000 professionals worldwide. We have 500 SMEs, those are subject matter expert, our industry experts. They work with us closely to design our deliverables, and of course they're affiliates from top universities like Harvard, Stanford, and MIT. We are associated with 1,000 plus multinational corporates and 500 Fortune companies and 50 plus universities across the world. And I'm very excited to introduce you all to GSDC AI Studio, a lifelong learning initiative. This is a platform where we are providing 100 plus live session monthly, which is led by global experts, which includes 4 daily session, which is 45 minutes of impactful sessions. As I say, that is led by global expert, and you'll be getting hands-on learning. So this is a platform where you can get the opportunity to learn directly from the AI leaders around the world. Real-time practice where you can apply all the concept that you have learned in that particular session immediately, and in case if you have any doubts or questions, that will be resolved instantly with the help of our SMEs. And also this training is aligned with industry standard for job ready skills. So how you can access this GSDC AI Studio in easy 3 steps. You can start your learning right away for 14 days, completely free access, where you'll be getting 80 plus live session and full access to GSDC Studio. The second step that you can go for is GSTC lifelong membership with $109, where you'll be getting lifetime access, 80 plus live session each month, full access to GSTC AI Studio, and you'll be getting free GSTC membership, and you'll be getting access to all our physical events and LinkedIn profile improver that we do have. And third step that you can opt out for GSTC certification plus lifetime membership with $100, which is limited time offer, and under that you'll be getting all the benefits: GSDC certification, all benefits of lifetime membership, personalized coaching, capstone project plus AI tool, GSDC co-pilot, competency assessment tool. So you can get in touch with our learning advisor to get more information regarding the GSDC AI studio or any help that you required with this GSDC AI studio. I'll share the contact details in the chat box shortly. So our current certification portfolio holds certification on L&D and HR, Gen AI, Agentic AI, emerging technologies, ISO lead auditor and implementer, project management and PMO, agile DevOps and SRE, cybersecurity, digital transformation, and so on. So in case if you're looking for any of this certification, feel free to reach out to a learning advisor to get help, or you can check our website, that is www.gstcouncil.org. So this certification portfolio is specifically designed for all the professionals worldwide who wants to upskill themselves and who wants to stay industry relevant. So do check this out. So what all benefits you will be getting if you opt out a certification from GSTC? You will become GSTC's member for a lifelong. You'll get certificate upgrade. You'll be getting free access to all our events, workshop, boot camps that we often conduct. And guess what? You'll be getting access to all our exclusive learning program that we have. Along with that, you'll be getting implementation resources, speaker invites, and newsletter. Isn't it great? So check this out. You can visit our website www.gstcouncil.org for more information and to check all the offerings that GSTC has for all of you. So without any further delay, I would love to quickly introduce our today's speaker, Saurabh Saxena, and he'll be taking us through the topic that is AI as your co-pilot, a leader's masterclass in efficiency. I would love to tell more about Saurabh. So Saurabh is an engineer manager at Booking.com, leading startup Greek with enterprise scale expertise, a former startup co-founder and CTO. He has led 10 plus engineering teams, built scalable payment system, and solved complex architectural challenges across microservices and fintech. He is very passionate about AI driven productivity. He created the AI as your co pilot framework featured at the Tech Lead Summit 2025 and now leads the Accelerate AI 2026 initiative for 1000 plus person fintech unit. Saurabh shares insights on AI engineering leadership and career growth with growing community of 5000 plus followers. We are very delighted to have you, Saurabh, with us today at GSDC session. Thank you so much for joining and being here. You can have the handle of the virtual mic and a warm welcome to you. Thank you.
Hello, thank you so much, Pritam, for introducing. Yeah, let me share my screen and then we can go through quickly. I hope it's visible for everyone.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you. So let me give you, I think Pritam has already given a background. So my name is Saurabh. I'm Managing Manager in FinTech within Booking. And I'm also a AI lead within FinTech business unit, which is like organization of having 100 plus teams. And so within Booking, I'm leading payments, which is like basically how we pay out to the hotel partners. We have nearly millions of partners across the globe. And the kind of a scale that we have, we process billions of euros every month on behalf of partners. So that's the scale we are in. And next year and this year, I was working on adoption. And next year, I'm working on accelerating AI within FinTech business unit to increase the adoption, as well as like how to innovate product on AI within Booking. So today I'll be talking about how to use AI as co-pilot. I think many of you are maybe as a leader or maybe a manager who's leading their teams, and you might be having a time like where you struggle like with the kind of admin task that you do as a manager. So I'll be talking about like what kind of a, let's say, some kind of framework that you can use in a day-to-day work that can help you to increase the productivity from like 360-degree point of view, how you, let's say, how you do like day-to-day activities and how you lead your team, and also on a strategic point of view. So, as the industry says, like as a manager, we are spending 30 to 50% of time on admin task, which is like true. Like say, as a manager or a leader, right? You're focusing on making sure how you can, like say, there is a lot of rituals that you follow, like team ceremonies you do, and a lot of documents that you read, like ERD and PRD of different product initiatives that you do within a team. But apart from that, you as a leader also focus on a strategic initiative. Now, how you can have a balance, like where you can focus more on, let's say, leadership initiatives, and instead of like getting drowning in those admin tasks. So the answer is like how we can use the vision is to use AI as co-pilot. So we can delegate the cognitive workload, which is basically the admin task. So we can build like 360-degree environment around us to use and handle the kind of a manual task through AI. So we can reclaim the time and focus on leadership and strategic initiative. And that was my experience in this year when I started using AI for different sort of things with the team. I was able to get like more breathing space for myself, and that's how like I was able to like devote my time to lead some AI initiative within Booking and also understand what's happening outside Booking as a global Gen AI strategy. So what was my motivation? Like why this topic is actually fascinate me? Uh, so before joining Booking, I was working as a CTO for one of the AI startup within India. I was working in computer vision, so I had like more of like a vision like AI can do magic in the next few years. So after 6 years within Booking, when I was working as a senior software engineer, I transitioned my role as from senior software engineer to EM, and I see like there is a lot of potential that as a manager or as a leader that where we should use AI, not only like as engineer in a day-to-day work, we should use AI. So that was my motivation. So I started working on creating some kind of a practices for myself and also creating, let's say, reflecting this within like other leaders within Booking. And I see a lot of output and a lot of results, which I will be sharing you now. So what was the real impact within 6 months? Like when I started using this whole AI as Copilot, I nearly processed like 250 plus documents, and these documents is not only my team documents within it's these are the documents because I was also leading a couple of initiative across different tracks and different department within Booking. So I need to understand like what's the fintech strategy, what are the different let's say the team initiative across Booking, which is happening where my team intercepts. And also when I was started working on AI, also need to like say digest some documents or research papers across different industries within AI. So I see I was able to create some kind of a tactics. I will be sharing you like how I like use AI to get some insights and then follow up with a let's say more insights and more thoughtful and read critically the documents, and it takes less time compared to what I supposed to read previously. And overall, like when I started having this breathing space by using some practices, I see the impact within the team. The KTLO of the team was reduced from 40% to 15%, which is like one of the very rarest team within Booking and within fintech. And also team started adopting those sort of practices within their workflows using AI on a day-to-day basis. We see like our backlog has been reduced from 700 to 200 within 3 quarters, let's say from Q1 to Q3. So it was like a massive win for us. And one of the things that is like in my team, we have like around 13 engineers. So it's like a 15 people team, including PM and EM. And we have 6 engineers onboarded this year with a massive domain because we are responsible for paying out to the partner. So I want to make sure like how I can use AI to onboard like engineers effectively within quick span of time. So the onboarding takes nearly 2 weeks, and we were able to make them productive within 4 weeks. So they were actually contributing in the production, and those were like kind of like a software engineer one level. That means we are very junior, not senior. And you can see like AI was helping them to understand the bigger picture of it. I will show you like how you can also lead your team, like accelerate onboarding using these tactics. And we were also recognized within Booking for high impact hackathon winner. We won in AWS hackathon, we won in GenAI hackathon because the team was having a kind of a breathing space to invest time in a learning on a weekly basis. And that's why I see like AI has a lot more potential where you can invest more time in problem solving, problem thinking, and you can delegate some kind of a cognitive workload, and that your team will eventually evolve and have breathing space to spend time in learning and also contributing to the strategic initiative that you are part in. So yeah, my results can be your reality, and I'll show you like how with different examples. We will also go through some couple of demos. So I call it as like a three-pillar framework. There's a daily loop, which means like how to reduce or tame the information overload. Uh, so which means like, because as a manager or as a leader, like there are different teams are approaching you with different set of information. You need to understand different documents and different context of different situations. So how you can use, like say, adopt into the daily loop and efficiently consume this information without missing any critical points. The second is team loop, which is like basically how you can elevate people interaction. So one of the example that I will be showing you how to accelerate onboarding using some let's say AI tools. So I use Notebook LM and Gemini in combination to help team to understand the end-to-end flows visually. I'll show you how. And the second is like because 13 engineers taking a retro was a pain. Like I want to make sure like we should have like 1 hour effectively use uh, let's say for the retro. So we should, when we are in a meeting, right, we don't deal with the logistics. Let's say when you conduct retros, we use Miro, and in Miro AI there are a couple of features where you can use to actually, like say, you don't need to do the filtering manually. You can actually get the context and the insights within quick few seconds. I'll show you like how you can use Miro AI for that as an example. And it is also applicable when you use Miro for any sort of cases, not only for the retro. It is applicable for anything. The third is the strategic loop, which is basically how you can derive the technical excellence. So basically, you as a manager, you don't need to bug your engineers to get the insights. Let's say if there is a service which is written in Java or any other service, I can show you example for Java. So basically, how you can get the insights, like what's the data flow, what's the architecture, how we are changing the data flow or the API or in security aspects or maybe the metrics. So overall, I created a workflow for the Windsurf tool. You can create this for any other AI tool, like maybe Cursor for an example. So that workflow will help you to get the insights about the whole architecture overview, and you can actually use this as a practice within your team every monthly basis. You can generate the whole architecture summary and end-to-end flow, so you know like what's change happen, and you don't need to bug your engineers. You can actually visually see and read the documentation and like how this whole flow works and what the flow has been changing. So these are three different uh, let's say the loop that we'll be talking about. And I will be also giving you some prompts. So these are the prompts that I've been using for the last 1 years. So you can use this prompt. I will be sharing one Google Drive sheet after end of this session. You can use this and you can just copy paste and try out on your own. Yes, and which also consists of some actionable workflows. So I'll be sharing some prompts, which is I've written using like thoroughly invested some time after reading some context engineering books, like how to derive like architectural overview from the code base. Now there are different tools as well right now, which recently has been launched, but I think this workflow is kind of a very easy to plug and play. Yeah, and this is like whole automation framework that we are talking about, like how to eliminate the busy work so you can amplify your leadership impact. So you create this framework in your day-to-day practices and also with your uh, interaction with the teams that you conduct as a rituals or ceremonies. So eventually you will be able to evolve more efficiently while using AI as Copilot. So this is it. Like we talk about three-pillar framework, we talk about daily loop, team loop, and strategic loop. So I will not go into details. We will show you, we will actually do some practical examples. So the first one is a daily loop. And this is just impact for me. I see like 75% reduction time for me, how I review the document. And it actually 3 times improving the meeting quality time. Let's say you're joining a meeting tomorrow and you have a document to read. Maybe let's say there's a research paper, then I need to go through it. So how you can do it efficiently in, and let's say in the 2 round. I'll show you like how you can do it like with the first round and the second round. Let me so let me show you one of the example. So this is the Gemini. If you have Gemini Pro, you will have access to some of the tools. I think the one we will be talking about a couple of them, but I think let's start with the normal one. So what for this example, for this session, I created one Gemini gem. Let me show you what is gem. So basically, if you see here, if I go to the screen called gems, you can see gem manager and you can create any new gem. So I've already created one gem to get some key insight for from a document. Right. So this is the gem is basically a prompt. Let's say if there is a prompt, right? Basic prompt. How does it look like? So if you see here in my screen, so this is the prompt. I convert this prompt into using a prompt engineering framework. I convert into gem. So what this prompt does is basically it is giving a persona to Gemini, like you are like expert summarizer for any document or a critical reader. The idea is to come up with a key takeaway from this document, but more importantly, it should be in simple language. So you don't need to spend more than 5 minutes to understand the crux of the document. And also important, like this Gemini should be come up with like highlight any data trends, which is important, like numbers, and some of the data which look like biased or missing context. We once we go through this like demo, I think it will be better. So let's first show you this demo. So now open this gem. Let me pick one document. So I have this research paper from MIT Project Nanda. I'm uploading this. I don't need to type prompt because I have configured as a Gemini gem. It already have the context. So meanwhile, it is running. It should not take much time, but let me show you like what basically how we configure the prompt. So we have given the persona, we have given a task, and we have given a context. So context is like who I am and what I'm expecting. And then what I am looking at like from this jam output is basically the bottom line is like high level summary, the key argument and evidence, the critical analysis and gaps, and then the strategic questions to ask. Like let's say there is a content about let's say any PRD or ERD. Then what are the follow-up questions that you can ask to the person, right, who's organizing the meeting? And you can set the tone and style guide so it's very easy to read. It's not be like AI jargons. So if you see the output for this, let's say, let me show you like how this research paper look like. So it might be look very complex. If you read this, it might going to take time. But what I want to do is first to get some high level insights, right? Now with this output, you can see we got the bottom line in very simple language. It's not very scientific language because this research paper is written by some research scientists who've been into this industry for quite long. So the language may be different when you read the research paper directly. So it's better to get a clear understanding in simple terms. And then you get the key argument, like what they're talking about. And you can see if you read this, it's very simple language, right? Anybody like who don't have a background in AI can understand this. And then more importantly, like critical analysis and gaps. And there's a strategic question to ask. So this is like a follow-up question that you, as a leader, right, when you talking when you have to like talk about or maybe challenge someone on a specific topic, so you have to think very critically. And these are the follow-up questions that you can ask while discussing with, let's say, the author of this research paper. In my example, so you can see you get these insights. Now, once you read this, it should not take like more than 5 minutes or maybe let's just say 5 to 7 minutes to get the clear understanding of it. Then you go to this document and just read it. I think that's where your mind is prepared. You know like where to focus more, where you have to think critically. And that's how like I was doing this practice, like having two read, one with a high level insight, but more important like critical understanding the critical data trends within the document, and also seeing like where it is bias and not bias. And then the second read I do with the mindfulness, so I know like I will be able to understand these concepts clearly. And that's how it really helps me to like process document in a very efficient way. So this is the first daily loop, like how you can optimize uh, your reading documents or maybe critically understanding the documents. So this is the one example that we're talking about, which is the daily loop. I'll be sharing this, how you can configure this within the sheet after the end of the session. Now, coming to the next one. So this is the one we are talking about, like how you can master the meeting using this smart summarizer. The next one is like how to understand complex documents. So I'll show you example for this as well. So basically, let's say you have any complex document and you have new people, let's say there is a design going on and your new people wants to understand and evaluate their learning, but through quiz or through some interactive activity. So you can use Gemini and Canvas to do so. Let me give you, let's take an example here in Gemini. So we'll go to the new chat and I can upload, like say, one document. Maybe let's start with another one. So this is one of the document prepared by Andrew Ng, like how you can do the AI transformation within an organization. So I have this one. Now I go to the team loop. So for the gamification, I'll pick the first prompt. And then here you should select the canvas. And yes, and this should be like a pro. And you can just say submit. Now, wait for a second and you will see the output, but I can show you like how this output will look like uh, in one of the other examples. But meanwhile, let's see this example and I'll show you a couple of advanced examples as well. Now, what we are trying to do in this prompt, basically, we are saying like turn the test document into interactive fun game. So basically, we want like somebody who is actually want to evaluate their understanding. They should have a quiz or a small game where they can actually understand. There should be game mechanics, which should be fun and interactive. And we want to make us feel like sense of achievement. So there should be some, like say, points or some score that one should get once they play the quiz. And there's a storyline, right? And we want to have some cool graphics, and then yeah, and we want to also make sure once you should have a feedback when there is, let's say, uh, you answer any questions like correctly or wrongly, there should be a fallback like feedback for that. So let it happen for meanwhile. I'll show you like, so there are two demos I have for this one. So one is like a very basic, let's say the quiz game. The second is uh, you can create like a more immersive interactive game. So this is the prompt for that. We want to have a real game mechanics and we want to make sure like game elements should include some specific sort of things. So let me show you like one of the example that I did using the pretty similar document. So this is the output of Gemini, which is like a HTML or it can be a React. So you can see like it come up with all the visual. So, and there is a question to it, and you can actually like answer it and you will get the output. Now, this is something you can embed in your workflows. So basically, let's say you have your different topics running in a team. You can create some quizzes, you can host somewhere, and people can evaluate their understanding. For new people who are joining your team, it's very easy and also a little bit more gamified version of it to evaluate their understanding. So it can be a part of your onboarding kit. So you can see, so it's basically like how you interact. You can also interact like adding more modification to this specific sort of quiz. No. And it can also come up with something where you have to not only just say like yes, maybe like say multiple options selection. You can also like play with some interactive. So the way you ask like follow-up questions, you can actually bring like more interactive quizzes. So that doesn't take much time. It's simply a prompting that can actually help. Now you can see it's creating some game. It's writing some code. It's written in React. So it's very easy to run. And then you have a preview here. So we need to wait until it is done. But yeah, you have seen this one example, like how it works, maybe the advanced version of the canvas. And this is like maybe the minimal version of it. Now it's happening, I think. Let's see for a couple of seconds. Yes. So we got this. Now you can see we can have like a quiz. It's error. It says like why is the error? It gives some insights. So you can see like those kind of things. It's very easy for you to like build in terms of like onboarding kit. It's pretty easy. And also you can see like you're getting some more momentum and buy-in. So I'm trying to make it like negative. So I would see like how it will look like. So yeah, so that's how like things work with Canvas. It's really powerful. If you do like a kind of a reiteration over your output, you can see like a glorified output. Yeah. So This is the one we are talking about, Gemini and the Canvas use case. This is the second one, like maybe the advanced version of it. Now, the another example I want to give is like how I used to conduct like team retrospective. So I have like 13 engineers. I want to make it was my retrospective time was taking nearly 1.5 uh, hour. Like I want to reduce to like 1 hour. So that's where I started focusing on like how I can use Miro AI to optimize that. So I think if you see overall here in Miro, so this is like one of the simple example I've taken. But you guys, when you're conducting your retro, or not even retro, but also anything around Miro where you need to do some classifications and get some insights, it's very easy and very fast to do it. So I'll copy this prompt from here. So basically, if you see in Miro, you have Miro AI here. Okay. Okay. Thing. Let me see. Yeah. So what you can do is maybe I think let me see. I need to reload maybe. Yeah. So if you see here, then there is some issue with the mirror. Yeah. Okay, I can't see this floating point. But yeah, let me show you. So what's ideally we need to do is, so you can select some objects here. So you can see like there is one object selected here. You can select 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Many objects you can select. And then you can just paste the prompt, right? And if you just run this, it basically ideally like it should give you the it should categorize everything in a table based on like say what's the theme people are talking about, and that will be for you it will be more actionable. Let's say the team is talking about uh, maybe there is an issue in a specific service, maybe team is talking about like the team is doing healthy, right? So those kind of themes you will be able to categorize. You can see here uh, currently creator is unknown because I haven't kept anything in the placeholder, but if you keep anything in the placeholder it will pop up here. You can see the category is culture, social, people, team, process, quality, and this is some examples. So when you conduct retros, people can throw their sticky cards onto the dashboard, and you can just apply these prompts. And then you need to just go over like you can apply filters here, and you can go over like individual basis. You can do the round robin with everyone within the team, and you can finish the retro. So basically, all the logistic part within this Miro can be avoided using AI, and you can focus on the actual discussion and retrospective, which is actually matter for your team. So yeah, I'm giving you example as a retro, but it is applicable on different use case scenarios. So this is about Miro. I will be sharing this prompt. You can just you can just copy paste and try in your Miro account. So the next one is like how you can use like Notebook LM and Gemini and some kind of tricks which can actually help you to onboard people faster. So what I did, like within our team, we created a notebook LM, uh, and we dump all the documents with respect to our team. So nearly like I think around 200 plus documents, nearly 200 documents we uploaded for our team into one notebook LM. So if you see, this is a notebook LM, but I'm giving you example for this demo. So I just put some AI books, but you can see like the whole idea is to create a notebook LM and dump all the documents. So Notebook LM basically doesn't go into hallucination because it's actually work on your context. It doesn't have outside data visibility. So that's where when you're asking questions to any notebook LM that one you created is actually it doesn't go in hallucination, give you the accurate answer from your documents if it exists. So now let me close these tabs. I think it's no more required. So, so first step for your team is to create a notebook LM, dump all the documents. The second, let's say now you have people who are joining your team, right? So they can ask questions directly into this Notebook LM, but the output of Notebook LM is not really nice to read, and also it doesn't have a lot of text to read, right? But somebody who wants to understand the end-to-end picture of it, right? What we can do with that, like how you can visualize things maybe more graphically, right? So I'll show you this demo right on the call. And let's say you even don't know, let me log in into this. Okay, that's the one. So we can create new tab. Let's say we are not expert in prompt engineering. We don't know like what to ask to Notebook LM. We are looking for a really good prompt. So let's say I ask Gemini, let's say give me prompt. Uh, so I'm a junior who joined the team, who joined the AI team, which is working on, let's say, landing adoption of AI within big tech company. So let's say like what's the prompt we will get. Now we can use that same prompt and use a Notebook LM to derive some insights, right? So it will happen. We will wait for some time. Now, what's the idea, right? Once we get the output, we need to convert that output into visually. So there is something called dot language. I'll show you like an example. So if you see here, this is a dot language. It's just basically a representation of a graph. So if you can get your, let's say the output of Gemini, which is basically how the lending adoption should work, right? If you can get in terms of like whole graphical nodes, so everybody can visualize this easily, right? Of people who are junior, who are new to the system can understand. But more importantly, let's think about in your use case. Let's say there is a critical service or that somebody wants to understand like how the payout happened within booking, because payout goes through, let's say, maybe n number of services. So you want to understand like end-to-end flow, like when customer actually book on booking, and then how the payout happens to the partner who is actually owning the hotel, right? So it's not very trivial to understand the whole flow. It's very complex. So if we can do that visually, that will be really helpful. So let's say, so this is the first example that we have got. We can use this prompt. So it says like acting as a senior engineer manager who will be like talking to the junior about like the internal AI platform onboarding plan. So we'll use this prompt and let's ask this question and see the output. Now, once we get the whole context right from these documents, the next thing is what we should do is we need to create like a dot representation of output, right? So we will say like, can you maybe just say like, give me dot represent dot language code for below context. And the context we'll be giving here from the output of Notebook LM. So now we are getting it there like with the actual output, which is coming from this books. Maybe wait for a couple of seconds. So this is technically I'm saying like you can create the prompt because once you let's say set some practices, you can create some this repetitive process. But let's say if you don't have the idea of full prompt engineering, like what to write and how to go about this one, it's easy for us to like use Gemini to get the prompt. Now I got this as output and I'm giving this as a context. Now let me run this. Now we will get the output of this, and we can just transform the output into here. We need to wait for the output. And the whole thing, what I'm doing right now, can be done within like your AI tool like Windsurf as well. So you can actually simulate this behavior within Windsurf. or maybe like cursor to provide the context here and ask the same question, get the dot language code, integrate some command line tool which can convert your language dot code to graph. So currently, like I have everything set up within Windsurf, so I don't need to go through these multiple tools. But I'm saying like how this whole idea comes into picture and how I frame this whole workflow for myself. And then I try to like simulate this at one place within an AI tool. Now, if I just copy this one, and if I show you here, you can see the output. So now if I download this one, you can see. So this is like very easy to read, right? Compared to reading the text of Notebook LM. Yeah, definitely you can go through in the second run or maybe actual document later on for any design or any let's say topic that you are actually wants to get insight. But it's so quick, like within 5 minutes, I'm able to visualize in my head, like everything is there, right? Because when you visualize, picture it, like when you see the flow, you connect things better. So you can see like this is the whole flow that we're talking about and how it should work and how the structure should happen of landing AI adoption within like any big company. So this is the example of the team loop. It is applicable. You can take this technique and apply in some sort of way which can fit in your need. But I've done for onboarding. It was really helpful for people, and people are able to understand the end-to-end flow first, and then they can actually drill down and getting more insights. That's where they have the very clear-cut concepts, and they also have the solid foundation of their systems. So the next one is on the strategic loop, which is how you can use. So this is an example like a windsurf, but you can use cursor as well. So you as a leader or a manager, right? You can understand your services like whole architecture without even like asking or bugging your engineers. So I'll show you like I created this prompt. So basically this prompt I've done for Java services, any Java services. So I'll show you like how this prompt works, and I'll show you the example like I have already ran before this session, and I'll show you the output, how the output will look like. So in AI tools, like all the IDEs, like they have a concept called workflow. So you can create a workflow for different set of use cases. Let's say one is for architecture diagramming. The second can be for reviewing your let's say merge request. Another example can be, let's say, creating unit test for your controller or for your modules specifically. Now, the example which I'm talking about is more for, like, say, not for engineer, but for managers or leaders. So here I created this as an objective for a workflow where it has to analyze the Java service. In my example, it can be replicable for other type of service as well. But let's talk about the Java service. So basically, idea is to understand the complete architecture. And here it's more than prompt. It's more of a like a context engineering. So in context engineering, you actually give some task and you give some success criteria. So when you see here in this, I have phase one. So I'm looking for like, I'm giving a strategy to this agentic IDE. Basically, like Windsurf is like a LLM host, and there are agents running in. There is supervisor agent, there is some sub agents. So I'm giving some like a search strategy to the agent. So it has to do first phase one, which is technological stack discovery. So there are different steps to it. It has to first build the configuration analysis. It has to use these kind of files because in Java services you can use Gradle, you can use pom.xml. So there are different ways to do it. And then you have a search strategy like what to do and how to figure out. This is for agentic, let's say the whole agent within Windsurf. And I'm giving very generic pattern because Java service can be, let's say, Kafka based, it can be HTTP based, or it can be gRPC based. So I'm giving those kind of tactics like what's a web layer, messaging layer, making it very generic for different phases. And this is the output format. So this is the same thing I'm doing for different phases. Another phase is service boundary and entry points like API discovery, message consuming. Like if there's a cron job based service, then yeah, it has to go through this format, and then client discovery, database discovery, and yeah, and there is like many things. So in the end, if you see, I'm also creating some mermaid diagrams. I'm giving some format to it. and yeah, some security aspects, some metrics. Then I'm giving some commands. So LLM can execute these commands to execute this whole workflow faster. Now, in the end, you can see there is success metric. This is where the context engineering comes into picture. It knows like it has to go through these phases, but if it is not able to come up with this, it has to still try it. So this is kind of agentic loop. And this is the whole expectation. Now I'll show you in the windsurf. So I have this workflow configured, and how you can configure is a very simple steps. So you can see on customization, you can click on the workflow and you can create one. Now for this repository, this is, I got one open source from GitHub, one Java service, just for a sample demo for this session. You can see it's very easy to run. So you can just say slash and you will see all the existing workflow within the repo, and you can just click here and enter, and that's it. It will run. So I've already ran this and it has, because I cannot do it live, it will take some time, few minutes at least. So, but how the output will look like, I'll show you now. So this is the output I got, but let me show you like more readable. So I have it here. So you can see this is the tech stack, some executive summary. Here I got the service architecture of this whole repo. This is a very simple repo, or yeah, not really complicated the way we work within Booking, but it's open source, a very simple one. So you can see different data models, what we have here, what's the security architecture, integration points, data flow point. This is very important, like for any team to understand like, how the data flows within the service. And then business side, what's the implementation, and then I'll show you like what's more important like for you as a manager, which is in the end. So let me show, this is like more of all technicalities. Now you can see this is a complete service level architecture diagram. And this is like a MD file. Once you upload on GitHub or GitLab, you can see visually really well. So you can see here the data flow diagram for a specific use case like product search, customer registration, payment processing, authentication flow, and this is like a component interaction diagram. So you because as a manager, like you don't like necessarily need to go into the code base, but you need to understand like how things are processing within the code base. So it's very easy to understand, easy to get if you create such kind of a workflows for yourself, and you will have like more visibility within the system, and you will be able to make better decision on the design, and maybe not only just the design, like how you evolve from like a specific idea to let's say next version of it. Yes, so this is the example that more on the strategic loop side. So I'm giving you some few examples, but there can be like a couple of more. I have nearly like plenty of examples, but for this session, see like these are the potential one because it is replicable in some way or the other for different use cases as well. I think that's all for the content. So I think one of the quote that Steve Jobs says like innovation distinguishes between leader and a follower. I think for us as being as manager or engineering manager or maybe product manager, we need to focus on leading strategic AI strategic initiative. It can be like anything, but yeah, let's AI handle the busy work and we focus on more on innovation within the organization. I think that's all for this session. If you have anything, maybe feel free to ask in chat. Thank you so much. Maybe Pritam.
Yes, thank you so much, Savra, for amazing session, including the use cases and the demo. I hope this is gonna helpful for all of our audience today. So I request to all our participants drop in case if you have any question regarding the session, so we can take it. We still have a 10 to 15 minutes to cover all the session. So okay, Saurabh, earlier we got a question from Aminat asking for, are you on paid subscription for micro AI?
Micro AI?
Correct.
No.
Sorry,
So,
it's MIRO AI.
okay, Miro AI, right?
Miro AI, yes.
Yes, yes. Yeah. So within Booking, yes, I am on paid, but outside Booking, no. So yes. So I would say like if there are still whatever the use cases I've shared, I think it's available in free Miro AI. Yeah. But if you are looking for some more advanced version of it, I think you can go for paid one. But I think free also supports a lot. Maybe for Gemini, I would suggest you to go through for Pro. or for, but yeah, not necessarily for Miro.
Thank you so much for answering that one. Okay. Aminat is asking, how do we get the prompt you promised to share? Also, please put a prompt in Gemini, or why did you create a gem?
Yes. So that's a really good exam, good question. So I shared the sheet here. I'm not sure like if it is visible for everyone. I shared the sheet, so which has all the prompts. Now, why I created gem? Uh, so I use some tool called Alfred, and I can actually show you one quick example like how it works. So basically, Alfred is a tool where you can create some shortcuts, and when you create a gem, you can actually invoke those gem like a URL using some shortcuts like global shortcuts. So I don't need to go through like gemini.com and go through my gem. I don't need to do like multi-step. And also I don't need to write any prompt. So that's the reason. So you do it like once and you can just personalize for yourself. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Any further questions, dear participants, you can drop it right away so we can take it. And meanwhile, I would like to inform you all that I do have some great announcement regarding the certification. So stay connected till the end. So we'll wait few more minutes if we get any question. Okay, I'll be also sharing Savrab's LinkedIn profile link in the chat box, so feel free to reach out to him. I believe he's more than happy to help you all.
Yeah.
Any further questions, dear participants? All right, no worries. So we'll be stopping here with the Q&A in case if you have any further questions, or you can if you want to talk to Savrab regarding the session, you can feel free to reach out to him. Also, you can drop your questions across our blogs and our social media by tagging GSDC. We'll make sure that we'll be getting back to you with the answers. Thank you so much for attending today's session. I do have some quick announcement for all of you. So before I take the handover of the virtual mic, we would love to hear final thoughts from you, Saurabh, for all our participants today.
Yeah, I think it really, really great to share the knowledge. I would say like, yeah, if you can feel free to connect with me on the LinkedIn, and if you have any further questions where I can help, I'll be really happy to help you out.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Saurabh, for being here as a speaker today, and we'll appreciate your insight. And definitely, we'll be looking forward to have more opportunities with you at GSTC. Thanks again for a wonderful session. So,
Okay.
alright, so as I said that I have some quick announcement for all of you. So this is regarding the today's feature session that we had on. You can opt out for any of these certifications: certified AI tool expert, certified generative AI professional, foundation, agentic AI professional, and foundation certification. You can use this promo code, which is AI20, to get an amazing discount, which is 20% off on this certification. The certifications are globally recognized ones. Will be providing a learning resources where you'll be getting a lot of case studies to work on, e-learnings, and book of knowledge. These certifications are lifelong learning, which gives you learning flexibility as well, and you'll be getting chance to connect with our training partner channel in case if you're looking for any training program for yourself. Also, we are providing capstone project where you'll be getting chance to work on real-time AI simulation practice. So this is really amazing. Check this out. You can get in touch with our learning advisor for more information, or you can visit our website, which is mentioned below, www.gsdcouncil.org, to get more information regarding all the certification and to check all the offerings that GSTC has for all of you. So this is regarding the utility tool. I hope you all must be aware what is this tool about. This will help you to improve your LinkedIn profile score, your AI skills score. Also, it will help you to build your personal brand, and it will help you to create the AI generated resumes. You can use this AUG100 as a code to get 100% off, which means completely free. And this is only for our webinar attendees. So grab this opportunity and check this tool out. I've already shared the utility link in the chat box. I'll share it again for your convenience after this announcement. And also, as we are running this webinar series on ISO 42001 and ISO 27001 across industry, so this has been scheduled from 8 to 11 December with the time slot that is 10:30 p.m. Singapore, 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, 8:30 a.m. Central, and 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tomorrow we'll be having a live session with incredible speaker who's an expert in this industry. So do join us. And let me make this announcement that next week we'll be having this upcoming event on GSDC Studio AI Implementation Series, which is a continuation of this series from 15 December to 19 December 2025 with a time slot that is 9:30 p.m. Singapore, 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time, 7:30 a.m. Central, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And another series that we'll be conducting on which is a continuation of ISO, applying ISO 42001 and ISO 27001 across industry from 15 December to 19 December, that is 3 days of the next week with a time slot that is 10:30 p.m. Singapore, 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the third webinar series that we are actually conducting, which will be a continuing for L&D case studies across industry. So this is also happening from 15 December to 19 December 2025 with the time slot 10:30 p.m. Singapore, 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, 8:30 a.m. Central, and 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So do join us for all the session. I've already shared the registration link along with the WhatsApp group link for your convenience. You can join us over the WhatsApp group to get updates on daily updates on the event and webinars. You can also scan this QR to connect with us over LinkedIn. Check our website for more information regarding the certification program that we have and all other offerings that GSDC has for all of you. And please do not forget to share your valuable feedback on the Trustpilot. You will find the link in the chat box. And let's congratulate to these three winners who have referred maximum people to our session. However, we'll be announcing all the final winners at the end of this webinar series, so you still have a time to refer maximum people till next week, as we'll be ending this series next week. So you still have a time to refer maximum people, as top 3 winners will be featured on the GSDC Wall of Fame, and whoever earns 50 or more than 50 points will be getting back to them for the rewards, which is worth $400. So do not miss this. Grab this opportunity and do refer maximum people, as referring people to sessions like this, knowledgeable sessions like this, you are taking step ahead and becoming a thoughtful leader, isn't it? So do refer maximum people to our session. And thank you so much for joining today's session. I hope to see you all for the next for the upcoming session, which is scheduled next week. Until then, take care of yourself and keep learning. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Bye, Saurabh. Thank you.